Hi everybody, this is Paul. I just want to apologize again for missing class today. That was a really stupid mistake on my part. I feel really bad because we didn't get to have class today for most of you. So I just wanted to go over a few things that I did go over with the people who were in the room with me. I wanted to go over the essays a little bit. Some of the common problems with your essays. I guess the main thing you could actually, you know what? Why don't I go over the good things because it's always nice to be positive. The good things. Most of you were well organized. Okay, so you actually did a pretty good job of having, things like a thesis statement, topic sentences, um, and it was mostly clear. Okay, so that was the good things. The common problems, though, I think that a lot of you, the biggest issue was grammar and language issues. In fact, I think that a lot of you, if you correct the grammar um, on the next draft, um, your score will really go up. Okay. Um, the reason why is that the final draft is worth 100 points, and this first draft is worth 60 points. Okay, so you really have an opportunity if you, mostly if you fix the grammar, um, you can really increase your score. Now, the other thing that I thought people need to improve on is that you really need to write more. Okay, um, some of you just had a few sentences per paragraph. For the final draft, which is going to be due on Monday in the Dropbox. Um, I would like you try to get about um, each paragraph should be about let's say half a page. Okay, so try to make sure that every single paragraph has about 6 to 8 sentences. Okay. Now, how do you do this? The biggest thing that you can do is add support and examples. Okay. Now, it is okay in your final draft to add in support. It can be personal examples. Now, this is not a personal essay, but you could write about your friends or your family. Okay. As an example, maybe you have a friend who has um, a certain sports car, and maybe that tells you a lot about this person's personality. Or if your essay is about fashion and you have a friend that dresses a little bit unique, then you can include that example. Another example that you could do is maybe famous people. You could use a famous movie star or an actor or a historical figure. That's okay. So please add in some support and examples, and I think you should have no trouble writing more. Okay. Um, the last thing that I wanted to mention that I did in class was the editing symbols. These are pretty important, um, and I did send you an email with these editing symbols. But I wanted to go over it slightly because I know in your essays that I gave back, maybe I have a symbol that you don't understand. So I wanted to mention that. Okay. So as an example, SP means spelling, P means punctuation. Maybe you're missing a comma or you need to add something. Some of you had trouble with capitalization. Okay. Articles was a big one. So if I put an A, that means that you either have to add a comma, change a comma, or maybe remove a comma. Okay. So I did send you an email with these codes. So let me just show you an example. And Abdullah, thank you very much, but I'm going to show a small example from Abdullah that I went over in class today. Um, so as an example, I have some comments up here. I have VT, which means verb tense, okay? CS, that means that it's a comma splice. So if I go back here, I can see that CS, which is right here, CS is a comma splice. Two sentences are separated by a comma when a period is needed. So Abdullah had a small problem with that, okay? Um, and make sure the formatting is correct. Abdullah had a little bit of a problem where he forgot to double space. So to double space, I would like you to, let's see, you would just basically, now this is an Apple computer, so it's slightly different, but you could go up here and you just click on double, okay? Make sure that you have your name, the class name, my name spelled correctly, Abdullah, at the top. And by the way, your title should not be a complete sentence. A good title should be, first off, centered. And a good title is just a short phrase. So Abdullah did the topic of "You are where you sit." So, a good title is simply like this. Okay. And for this one, we don't actually use a period because it's not a sentence, it's just a short phrase, okay? Abdullah has a nice example. He has really nice paragraphs, actually. He did have a lot of language issues, but look at these nice paragraphs that are very big. I would like paragraphs about this size. He has roughly about half a page for each paragraph. For the final draft, I would like you to do what Abdullah has done with his paragraphs, okay? And that's about it. Now I have comments on the right side. If you have trouble seeing the comments, you could always click here and they will expand on the left side. Now I know some of you don't have Microsoft Word. I am sorry about that. I recommend that you actually get Microsoft Word or borrow a friend's computer, okay? In the future, if you would like to use Google Documents, that is another option. But if you have any questions this weekend, please email me. The final draft is due on Monday. You can go ahead and save that in the Dropbox, okay? And again, I'm so sorry about today. Sometimes teachers do dumb things. Have a nice weekend.